The co-chairman of the European Jewish Parliament, Joel Rubinfeld, has been briefing top decision makers here in Washington. He's been outlining the key challenges faced by European Jews who are concerned about the rise of far-right politics. During a packed schedule in and around America's capital, Joel Rubinfeld and advocates from across Europe have met with policymakers and lawmakers to discuss ways to manage the recent spread of far-right political activism from Eastern Europe to Western Europe. Rubinfeld sees echoes of the crises of the 20th century and wants the United States to again play a constructive role.
I think that again today, when I see the irresponsibility of some European political leaders, I think that again today we need US to use its leverage and to recall to their European political counterparts that we cannot let the situation go on like this.
For countries such as Hungary, Rubinfeld and his European partners are focusing on how local movements gained legitimacy and a national platform, and they are now spreading to other European capitals, with considerable concern about activists in Greece.
And so they enter the parliament. The parliament is the place where you are making law and where you enforce that law are really applied. And so they are really inside the cradle of democracy. The parliament is guaranteeing that the country applies the democracy. They are inside and they are trying to dismantle the democracy. So we are threatened by people from the very inside, and that can contaminate other European countries.
Rubinfeld is hoping that once America's political leaders understand the severity of the rise of the far-right parties and Nazi sympathizers, they will be prepared to use their economic and diplomatic leverage to reduce the threat and put pressure on intransigent European leaders.
You know, Winston Churchill said that the appeaser is feeding the crocodile, hoping that he will be eaten the last. And that's what can happen to those till now democratic countries who, instead of fighting back, instead of prohibiting those parties, those far-right and those Nazi parties, they try to appease them.
The U.S. Congress has already held preliminary hearings into the rise of anti-Semitism and the return of Nazism. But Rubinfeld and other European campaigners sense that Washington does not fully grasp the political threat, especially at a time when, in some European nations, up to 20% of parliamentarians come from the far right. This is Priscilla Huff for JN1 in Washington.